Hey everyone, it's Glamz Tan here. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe for more episodes. And don't forget to follow on Instagram and TikTok. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Talk Real podcast. I am your host, Glamz Tan. I am here with my amazing guest co-host,
Creeper Crisis.
Hey Creeps, you okay?
Again, I'm back again.
Back again.
Yeah, I'm back again.
And we are here with our guest.
Hi, I'm Tamara Jade.
Hey Tamara, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
You know what? Because I didn't want to say it to you off camera, yeah, we got something in common.
Okay.
I know.
Could be anything.
Like, what? We're both Guyanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
I'm from Guyana as well. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
from Guyana.
Nice.
So you French and Guyanese?
Yeah, France and British Guyana.
Yeah. See, Guyana. I saw that and I was like, what? Yeah, we got that in common.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, okay. Shout out to Bobby Zion from the RIP.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
Yes.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
How did that connection come about?
So basically, I went to an event at One Love Promotions, which was a friend of my cousin's, and there I met a DJ. This is a long story.
No. We got all the time in the
This
world.
is about you today,
got
girl.
all
I'm going to try to condense it.
Yeah.
There was a DJ, Flyboy Local, who kind of picked me up and was like, wow, you're really good and whatever. And he really put a lot of like time and effort into me. And he was the one who introduced me to Zion.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think they knew each other via another mutual artist that they both knew. So I was working on a track and he was like, I got the best producer for you. And then made that connection from there. And I've kind of just...
So you,
Yeah,
because you
I've never left him.
yeah, but I was gonna say, could you do like the Amapiano, soul, and house? Does he make all of those?
Yeah, he's
That's
made
good.
all my beats.
Because you know, sometimes you get a producer that he's just you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
He's stuck in some producers, not
They're
respect to them.
role-typed.
Yes. Yeah, they're stuck.
Yes, or they're really good at one type and they're okay at others, but it's rare to
100%.
find someone
He's
who
good at all.
is. Can I tell you a secret?
100%.
I didn't know that. I'll be honest with you. The reason the most of my body of work is house amapiano is because the introduction that he and I made was for a house amapiano track. Then I went to the studio regularly with him. My very small mind was thinking, okay, this is all he does. I don't know where I got that information from. I just made that up. So I went there and continuously made house tracks. Then one day I thought to myself, I'm going to ask him if he can work with this other beat that I've sent him an example of. And that's when I realised he will literally make anything, absolutely anything.
That's good
He
to
can
know.
do anything. I didn't know that.
Did he produce? Was most of his production for Now and Never?
What do you mean? Sorry.
In Now and Never EP.
He produced the whole album.
the whole album. Of Now and Never.
Yes. Yep.
See,
He's produced the whole
Tamara's
album.
got a thing for now, yeah, because she's reading a book, yeah, The Power of Now, yeah. yeah. You got a thing.
Reading is a really strong word for
Yeah.
what I'm doing with that book. At
Oh,
the moment,
The
it's just
Power of
sitting
Now,
on the
yeah.
side.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know about that book.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a good book.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish
See
it.
me, I've done my little research.
Yes.
Yeah, you can say, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
No, so
Go
the
on.
sorry, so, and the thing is, the word now, if you reverse the word now, it means one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It won.
Oh, yeah.
So you've already won.
Yeah.
But that EP Now and Never is, yeah.
That's what it is. I love his the way he breaks things
Yeah,
down.
because I was thinking, she's got a thing for this now
Yes.
and never, the power of now.
Yeah. Well, actually, Now or Never was because I procrastinated with releasing my music for, over a year. Some of the songs on that EP had been ready for release for nearly a year. And I was just sitting there and I was thinking, I'm going to do it. And you let your head talk you out of things sometimes.
Yeah,
100%,
yes,
yeah.
facts,
And I got to that point where it got to a stage where I was like, I can't release it yet because I need artwork or I need this or I
stuff
need
getting
this.
away.
Just shush, release it. 'Cause
Release
if you
it.
don't do it now, you'll never do it. And that's why I called it Now or Never. It's the most basic artwork. I was like, just do it.
Yeah.
Literally took me 30 seconds.
I do. Last thing I was gonna say about the music is, so with your dad being a musician, is that where you pull from? Like, no?
Yeah, so funnily enough, I don't think I realised how much I pulled from my mum as well. But
Sorry for your condolences as well.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Growing up, it was always my dad, just because I had always seen him sing and play music. And
So he sings as
yeah, he's a musician. He plays the guitar and he's a singer. and he's amazing. And growing up, I've just got all these memories of watching him record. Like, he had like the most basic little, you know, I mean, back in the day, I mean, I don't even know what it was, like a little mixing thing with a cassette.
Cassette tapes.
Yes.
Old school
remember
cassette
those.
tapes.
I remember
I'm
those.
showing my age here.
Nah,
it's fine.
Obviously,
it's fine.
I wasn't
And you know
around
what?
during those days. But obviously, you know.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But you know what I was gonna say? It's crazy because it's and no disrespect to singers, it's like you've come from a musical background because you can actually read notes.
Oh, I can't.
No, but when I say read notes, I mean in your performance.
Okay.
In your performance, you can hear it. You can hold a note.
Yeah.
So like, if someone's singing like a Mariah Carey song or Lauryn Hill song, the notes are already built in, so it's easy for someone to get on stage. But then when you tell a singer write her own song, they struggle with, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they struggle with where to put the notes because it's not built in.
Yeah,
Do you see what I mean? So when I listen to your music, I'm like, yo, Tamara knows notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That makes sense with the hits. Yeah, okay, it's all adding up now.
Yeah, no, that's good. So you've got a musical background, so you're naturally connected to music.
Yeah, I do feel like I have. I feel like the best way I could explain it is music feels close to air. So it's more than a natural connection. I don't think I could survive without it.
Yeah.
In some way. I don't know if it's singing or just hearing it or playing it. I don't care.
That makes sense.
I can't
100%.
survive without music. I can't.
When it comes to music, it's something that you can listen to regardless of what you're going through in any situation. Like, you could, like, whether you're sad, whether you're happy, anything. Like, music is so, like, universal, isn't it?
Speaking of settings with music, because a song's gonna sound different from my bedroom to listening to it in a car. Now you've got a body of work, so I'm gonna ask you this question for the viewing audience. Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
No.
That's what it is. Now I'm gonna ask you this question.
Yeah. She's got a body of work. In these particular settings, what's your go-to song for each setting? So, someone asks you to perform on stage. What's your go-to song?
Oh, that depends on the stage. I've learnt that. I've learnt that recently.
Intimate club setting.
Intimate club setting. Oh gosh. Club, like, what's an intimate club?
This is a way for you to plug. This is a way for you to plug each song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's an intimate club, though?
Just
Like kind of a small cozy, cozy setting.
Like we had a
crowd.
like a seated
Like
thing.
Yeah, like a
what we
seated
had
thing.
that.
Like we had at the front room.
This is going to sound crazy because it's like I'm not trying to promote my EP, which I totally am. But I don't think I would sing any of those songs in an intimate setting, which is actually why I stopped making house music, because I kept doing open mic nights and I kept doing events. And that's not the sort of music that you do at intimate events, which is the kind of events that I'm trying to do right now, where I want to have a human connection with the people that I've sung for, who will come and speak to me after and tell me how they felt. I'm still trying to connect with people through my music, and house music's just not the way. So I found myself looking around. It's too repetitive.
I'm going to switch the setting. Train station.
Train station.
That is connected with the people.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
The people would approach you after the fact.
You could do some banging tunes.
100%. 100%, yeah.
Again, it probably wouldn't be any of the ones on my EP.
Imagine going to the train
Okay. I'm going to get off the fence. If I was at train station, I'd probably pick something like Nowhere, just because I feel like the song is about world peace, and I feel like if I was going to stand in a public place and try and spread a message, that's the one that I would want to spread the most, because I would be able to reach as many people as possible in such a public place.
Last one, wedding setting. Someone asks you to perform at their wedding.
Oh,
even if it's not a song of yours. Even if it's not a song of yours, yeah.
Oh gosh, what's a normal wedding song?
I'm like trying to think.
Yes,
I'm not good on the spot.
yeah, because you know, because most of your friends would be like, "Yo, Tamara, you can sing." Like, they're trying to save money and hiring. You know what I mean? In hiring, you know what I mean?
What's a typical?
I would save money and be like, "Yo, T, you got me."
Nice romantic song, like
Whitney Houston. I will always love you.
Oh,
okay.
I like that one.
I mean, that seems like a pretty decent wedding song.
I do like that one. Yeah, I do like that one. 100% like that one.
It captures the sentiment of what they're trying to do with their marriage. I don't know who they are,
so
but good luck to them.
Doubling down on that, what R&B song or any song have you ever heard that you wish was yours? That you heard it and thought,
oh no,
really
we're talking. There's so many. Oh,
yeah, you can say as much as you want.
Yeah,
I'm pretty convinced that I wrote Rihanna Stay. I'm sure that there is a whole legal team somewhere that will deny that. But
that's a nice song.
Even A$AP Rocky would be like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Disclaimer, I clearly didn't, but you know.
Yes.
So
Really?
Rihanna Stay.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill X Factor.
That's my tune. That's my song. Yeah.
Actually, you know, Lauryn Hill X
Yeah.
Factor, I loved it so much that I went to record it so that I could listen to myself singing it because she wasn't doing what I wanted to do whilst she was singing it.
No way. Tamara's like, listen, I'm gonna show you how this is
And you
done.
still have it?
Yes,
yeah.
it's the version I listened to. When the original, don't get me wrong, the original is amazing. But you know what? I'm trying to do
add your part to it.
I'm like, oh, what's she doing? Why is she doing that? So I went and I just
Send it to
recorded
me. Send me your version.
And you know what? I want to hear her version now.
Yeah, I do.
Because sometimes I used to like hear like I'm not even gonna put them out there. I used to hear certain family members playing X Factor, and I'm thinking like I'm enjoying the song, but I'm thinking they're really going through something.
Yeah,
because sometimes music does that for you. It's like a healing. It's like a healing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so my question for you
Sorry,
is...
Tan, I just
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so my question for you is, obviously you do podcasting,
Yes.
which is amazing. What made you decide to do podcasting?
Oh gosh, the first podcast I ever went on was because my friend got a slot, and he said to me, "Oh, come to the podcast with me. It's in Birmingham." And I thought, "Yeah, let's go." And I just jumped in the car and we drove down to Birmingham. And I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Okay, I'm going for it." So that was my first ever experience, and I thought to myself, "Oh, I've got the podcast bug now. This is kind of."
Oh, that was your first ever podcast.
That was my first ever podcast. It was a shock to the system, but
but you know what? And you handled yourself, because one thing I commended you for is like, my kids are watching this.
Yes.
And I respect you because you're worrying about after the fact, and
it's out there forever.
And
you
some
know?
people don't think about
They
that.
don't.
So I really commend that.
they want the online buzz. You know what I mean? They want the moment. They want the viral moment.
Clout. They want the clout.
It's not worth it. It's
100%.
not worth it. Like you got to conduct yourself. Like once it's on the internet, it's there forever. Someone's screen grabbing it, snatching it. Like for you, when you said that, I felt it, because it was like, yo, my kids are watching this.
Yep.
Yeah, I rated
I'm
that.
all here for a conversation. We can talk all day long, but I want stuff out there that I can be proud of forever. Amen.
100%.
And stuff that my kids can watch and be like, "That's my mum."
Yeah.
You know?
And do you show them, or is it something that they would one day watch? Or
I mean, like they might be aware of podcasts that I've been on just because it's like it's out, it's on social media. I post it and whatever. But I don't say to them, "Go and watch it." You know, they kind of they're old kids. They're at that point where they're like, "Mum's doing what she's doing."
Because I've realised you're reluctant to do it, and and I don't feel like it's because you don't want to do it. I feel like it's because of the person that's having a conversation with you. That's the impression
When
I
you
get.
say do it, what do you mean?
Like do the podcast. I feel like you as a person, you're outspoken. You're very straight to the point. You're direct. You're witty. You're fun.
It
fits you. 100%. But I feel like you're hesitant for the person that's interviewing you.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Now I know what you mean.
Yeah, because you know, like some people can say, "Oh, I can drive." It's not about you. It's other people on the road that can't drive.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly,
I mean? We know you can drive,
Yeah.
but you better watch for everyone else. There's a car crash waiting to happen if you just rely on just you.
Yeah.
So with Tamara, I get it. Like she's sitting on these platforms, and it's no shade at any of the other platforms, but I can see in her face she's thinking, "Please don't ask me something crazy."
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it in your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge.
Nah, we'll never do that here.
No, we keep it nice, we keep it cute,
100%.
we keep it respectful.
And
always.
nothing will come out that you haven't put up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, it would never be like, yo, I spoke to one of your friends and they gave me a bit of information. And I'm like,
Nothing like that. We
nah.
keep it respectful and make sure everyone's comfortable always.
100%. 100%.
So.
No, I ain't gonna lie. It's not, I won't even say split personality or like a identity crisis. It's like a alter ego.
Okay.
You do this thing with your, because you do this thing with your voices.
My voice is.
You switch your
my
accent a
accent.
lot.
Yeah, your
I'm
accent,
so sorry. I know.
No, don't apologize for it.
I don't know why it does that.
No, don't apologise.
Where did that come from?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'll be honest. Sometimes I unintentionally emulate the people that I've been around. I don't do it intentionally. Like for example, I've just come back from Spain, and I've got family in Spain. And whilst I was in there, I had a Spanish accent for no reason.
And you can survive in Spain. So I
yes,
yeah.
Oh, I speak Spanish.
Yeah, she can speak Spanish. Yeah, she can speak Spanish.
My niece and nephew's Spanish as well.
Yeah, she can speak Spanish. I still
And French.
and French. Yeah.
Oh.
But the accents, because I don't even hear like a French or Spanish accent. It's like
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm born here, so there's really no reason for me to have any kind of accent whatsoever. It just kind of comes. Sometimes I sound Australian. I don't know why. It just comes out of nowhere. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know.
That's why I feel like it's all ego. It's like it's something there, and it splits up your personality.
Yes, you're not the first person to say that.
Yeah, nah.
I've had that thrown at me a few
Yeah,
times.
so you should do something. I feel like you said Eddie Murphy did Nutty Professor. And he was the mom, the aunt. I reckon
no, that was sick how he did that.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he really went in. I'm not really into the men putting on the dresses and all of that in the comedy world. No, it's not no shade, but with the way Eddie Murphy did it, it was like it was suitable, thick and classy.
Exactly.
He did it on point.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was playing everyone at that table
film,
apart from. I reckon you should look into something like that.
Yeah.
With a different. I can help you.
I'm trying to keep them at bay, and you want me to bring them out.
No, I think voiceovers. You know, certain people can see like, raw. They have a talent for voiceover. I think voiceovers you could do
Like a cartoon.
Yeah,
and do
cartoons.
yeah, that would be sick.
like advert.
Yeah, you should look into that, man. Because it brings more. It brings more of your personality out.
Yes,
You see what I mean?
think that's what I'm trying to learn to do actually, because I think that I'm quite bordering on crazy, quirky kind of personality, and I kind of hide that a little bit sometimes, and I'm not sure why.
You're Anunnaki, and
Thank you.
you know what that is. I know she knew what that is.
Thank you.
She's an Anunnaki.
Don't see it as it's a bad
Nah,
thing,
but a lot of people are gonna know. She knows what I'm talking about. Don't worry, Tommy.
Okay.
We wasn't.
You choose inner
No,
inside.
it wasn't. She knows what Anunnaki is. She knows what it is. People gonna have to Google it, but she knows what Anunnaki is. Like, don't worry, we're not gonna start talking backslang and
Okay. Yeah,
different languages. Yeah, no. She knows. Everyone at home, Google that. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's a compliment. It's a compliment.
Aww,
Yeah, it's like you're of this world. You're from this world, but you're not of this world. So like with Tamara, I get the
that makes
impression.
sense. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Get that. Yeah,
With Tamara, it's like she's here, she's present, but she's in her own world, sort of thing, in her own bubble. You know what I mean? It's like wearing a VR. Like you're in the same room with a VR on, but you can see a different world to what you're actually in. That's the only way. Yeah, that's the only way I can. That's the only way I can describe it for someone.
It's actually annoying that he's so good at explaining things.
He's just breaking things down, isn't it? I say this to him all the time. The way he breaks down things.
Yes. Yeah.
I try to simplify it. I think the person at home ain't gonna understand. You know, like But when I watch people, I like to take in more than what they're saying. It's like a lot of people, like I always say, like if you walk into JD Sports, you heard a song but you didn't listen to it. You walked in there, you heard it, you thought, oh, you kept.
But you didn't listen to the words. You didn't take it in.
I like listening to people. People hear people, but they don't listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're two different things.
100%. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up to you, man.
Okay, do you have another question?
Oh, so
I've got a few. But
yeah, go on.
No, we're just bouncing off. We're just bouncing.
And it's crazy because I saw something. I see you speak about something about acting.
Okay.
Have you done acting before?
Not really. I mean, like in school and stuff, and not really.
I feel like you'll be. I feel like
Everyone says that.
Yeah, because you got such a bold personality. You know what I mean? I feel like that.
Yeah.
And Tan's.
It will work in that world, definitely.
And Tan's got a movie she's working on, which I can't.
Yeah, I am.
I can't.
Quite a few stuff. In terms of the performing arts, I can see that
Yeah.
you're very like creative as well. I remember we always say creative,
Yes,
so I could see you getting into all these things. So
Yes, I've
you
been
never
told
know
I'm dramatic.
if you'd
and
want a
that
role.
suits acting.
If you'd want a role,
Yeah.
Hit me
let
up.
me know.
I'll take it.
How much being a mum yourself, and I'm trying to be respectful when I say this because I don't want to trigger you and get you upset. How much of how much do you lament on with your mum not being here, that you are as a mum, that you could see, okay, my mum did that, I also, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's weird. I've had like a really strange journey about that, because to be honest with you, I didn't really get on with my mum growing up.
Oh, sorry to you, man. I
Yeah,
didn't know that, my bad.
yeah, we didn't really get on, and actually spent quite a lot of time not speaking, sort of before she died, and then we made up, thank goodness, like right
Thank
before,
God for that.
before she
Thank
died.
God
So
for that,
I'm
yeah.
pleased about that. But I think that it wasn't until February last year,
Yeah.
this year, 2020, yeah, February this year, that I realised how angry I had always been at her for things that I thought maybe weren't necessarily good. I mean, all children think that, you know.
Yes.
So I remember always just being very angry and upset about loads of things, and I realised, you know, she did more than her best, and that actually the best that a person can do is good enough, even if it might be below what your best would be or what you would like.
Yes.
It was the best that they could do. So it was more than good enough, because that person was physically incapable of doing more in that moment, you know.
At that time,
And they're learning on the job.
Yeah, exactly. There's no manual.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
If there was, I would sell one.
No,
If
in
I could
school,
write one, I'd sell
they
one.
teach-
No one
they're
knows
teaching me
about
how
when
to
it
play
comes to being
badminton.
a parent. It's something that is true. It's like every day. So you're learning something new, learning something new about
100%.
And
your
what-
capability as a parent, as a, you know, as a mother, as, you know, having children.
And what works for you for one child, you might think, I know what I'm doing. You pop another one out, you're like, what the hell's going on here?
I would, you know
completely
what?
different
I was
child.
gonna ask you both that. Both of your mums.
Yeah.
How? Because you don't split yourself up. But how do you deal with different personalities from multiple children?
Oh, my
Tan?
me?
So I haven't got a clue.
Can you see? He's spinning it.
Cool, I'm
Sorry,
there.
my bad.
With me, no, it's fine. With me, I don't put my kids on social media. I just don't.
So they don't even see your interviews.
They watch it, like if I've just shown it, but I don't want them on social media. I don't want them to get corrupted with the world of social media. But they're aware of what I do, and they're respectful, and they're my team. They're my number one team, you know, and they're older, so they're all different. But what I love about them that unites them is they've got that fire within them to do the best that they can, and that's why I'm glad that they're just like, oh mummy, we're proud of you, or oh, we love you mummy. I'm glad that I'm doing all this what I'm doing, and they're seeing it, and they're like, wow, like I'm proud of you. My daughter told me like last month, she said mummy, I want to be like you when I get older. I was just like, it just made me like, oh, it just warmed my heart, because I'm like, kids watch everything, they watch everything that we're doing. So that's why in terms of you saying, oh, your kids are watching, that's why I respect that, because there's some parents that don't care. They act all like all loose.
5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, 100%, and all doing all the stuff for clout. So I respect that. With my kids, they're all different. But oh gosh, like one's the funny one that makes me crack up. Like they're all funny in their own way.
Yeah.
And then one's more like just militant. Like one's more militant, and then one's more like just savage and like just straight. No, it's this. Just very like. What I love about my kids is they're all unique, but then when they come together, they will fight for each other any day. You know, they've got that in them, which I love.
Yeah, I love that.
There's one that's funny. There's one that's a bit like, nah, this savage. That's my oldest son. Like, he's just so stern. Like, when he talks, they're just like he's going to be 18. So that's like, yeah.
Oh, they listen to his shit.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And then I got my daughter after him. And she's just like the one that she knows how to draw. She knows how to do like the makeup. She knows how to do the lashes. Obviously not on her.
Yeah.
She knows how she makes my necklaces. So sometimes when I wear a lot of necklaces, but it's my daughter that makes them.
Wow.
When you see all my pictures on Instagram, it's my daughter.
Oh, have
that
you
makes
worn one on your
them.
pod?
No, it's over there.
Oh, it's over there.
Quite a few stuff. So she's into that. And then so she said, oh, mummy, I want to do this. I'm looking to just get her into that. And then I've got my other daughter. She can fix like literally anything. Like when I buy them, like obviously stuff, she knows how to fix it.
Yeah.
And he's like the footballer, you know. My oldest son, he's the chef. Like so, they're all good, and their personality is just
They differ.
Yeah, man.
They differ.
They're my
You know what?
everything, man. They're my everything.
I've seen the bundle of joy in your face speaking about.
Yeah,
them.
for
Yeah.
real.
You see it?
For
You
real.
time you went into it.
Yeah. So trust me. So yeah, they're my babies, man.
Yeah.
But what about you, now?
What about you?
Switch on me.
I know. T.
Switch on me.
What was your original question?
So like,
how do you deal with having
yeah,
two kids?
because they
that are
got two different personalities. Yeah.
When I figure it out, I'll let you know. I haven't got a clue what's going on half the time.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, look, we're making it up as we go along, and that's just the truth. And my son is 15 and my daughter's 12, and they're like complete. They're not the same at all. At all. So I'm still kind of figuring it out. I kind of just individualism is a real thing. Whereas back in the day when they were growing up, I tried to be the same with both of them, and I think it's when I realised that you have to be like having a tailor-made approach to each,
100%,
and it's kind of been that's got me to realise that you've got to do things differently for each child. But it took me a minute.
Yeah, because like I said, in school they're trying to teach us badminton and you know what I mean.
Listen, I used to play that, you know.
It's like,
I used to play that.
where am I going to apply this in the real world?
Right, but
it's
I mean,
true.
you could say that for a lot of the subjects that are being taught
In school,
I'm not trying to be
100%.
too controversial.
No, but enough. We're going to be honest. There should be single parent classes.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There should
Budgeting
be
classes.
budgeting classes.
Run a business,
Saving,
start
yeah.
a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care what Henry VIII did to his wives.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
neither.
care.
I don't care about the Vikings. I don't care about Christopher
And
Columbus.
that's
None of
why-
them think
That's
there.
why I get, because in my head I'm thinking Christopher Columbus. I want to learn about me. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm learning me right now.
Stop teaching me the past and tell me how to make a future for myself.
Yeah, I want
Come
to
on.
figure me out.
Generational wealth.
100 years earlier. I don't care
Come
what
on,
happens.
we're going through puberty. We're growing. I'm thinking. I'm learning about me. Why am I?
Yeah,
and I can't
100%.
apply it, like even algebra. I've never gone into Tesco's and they're saying your change is X, Y, Z
Yeah.
minus B.
I actually love algebra, you know.
No, but they just say
love it.
your change. Algebra is like science, putting rockets into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Algebra, you don't apply that in Tesco's,
100%.
Asda.
I love
nothing.
algebra, but let's all admit that we don't use it on a daily
No,
basis.
no.
Never.
Okay, so we didn't need to
Never.
study it to that level. I don't
definitely.
use
Do you know-
trigonometry.
do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't
even-
use it.
Start doing classes on algebra, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Algebra is awesome.
And parent
okay.
classes.
I love algebra. It's my favorite bit of math. But I'm not using it today.
And the average person don't know 1 times 1 is 1. The average person don't
Is
know.
it?
Yeah, one
Kidding.
time. You almost got me there. I was like, hold on. Hold on. So if 1 plus 1 times 1 is equals 1, what am I doing in the middle then? I thought, what's going on there? But
People don't know that 7 times 0 is 0.
but this is what I'm saying. Little things like that, I get it. You apply it in real life. You
Yes.
think, okay, our bills have come in and stuff like that. So the simple things should be there. But I feel like there should be choices on what you want to study, what you want to
Yeah.
learn. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I feel like with being a parent, especially being a parent, there was no one, even the age we are. Right now, I'm 37. I've got 1 year to figure this out. Till I'm 38. There's 1 year, even though someone says, oh, but you're 37. Yeah, I've only got 1 year to figure this out,
Why
you
have
know.
you got 1 year? What happens at 38?
Yeah.
But this is what,
Innit? That's
you
what
see
I'm
what I mean?
thinking. What's going on?
Is there something? Did I miss a memo? What's
Because
happening at
no, because
38?
within that year, you've only got that 1 year to figure out that particular age.
Okay,
so
I'm
you know when
understanding
people say, oh, you're 21, bro. I've only got 1 year. It's not like you're 21 for 20 years.
Okay.
Oh,
You see
okay,
what I mean?
makes sense. Yeah, 'cause I was thinking, what am I
learning-
missing?
Yeah, you're figuring out that year for that year. You see what I
Yeah.
mean? Like no one. There's trial and error in everything.
Yeah.
There's trial and error in everything. And yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I commend both of you because my mom had 7 of us.
Wow.
And
Shout out to Mumsy.
yeah, 100%. She got more kids than Miss Wayne's. Like, big her up. Yeah,
Big
yeah.
up Mumsy. Big
Yeah.
up. Big
Yeah,
up
for real.
Queen.
Yeah, she did her thing 100%. 100%. Always got to give her flowers.
Even like balancing like motherhood and like career. Like how do you balance like everything? Like your career, with the podcast, with the music.
I'm doing okay, to be fair. I mean, this is like what I'm doing basically. I'm not in work, so I have time to do these things.
Oh, you're no longer at football?
No.
No. Oh, what made you?
How do you know about that?
Inside
5
information.
minutes.
No, I know. I was gonna say me and Tamara, we don't know each other. I've never been in her house, never been in my house.
what?
Yeah, no.
like, what?
Tamara's like, what?
No, I'm just looking at her face. Her face is so funny. Could you?
Yeah, I know. Listen, I
That's creepy. No pun intended. I'm joking.
I know she tried to get me.
I'm having a crisis.
I'm like, bars, yeah. Okay, bars. I give it to her. She got bars. Nah, I do my research.
I can say that.
Tan was like, yeah. Tan knows anyway.
He goes in.
I am
Yeah.
not gonna lie. When I need a private investigator,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call
Yeah,
you.
100%.
How do you know about that?
100%. What made you walk away from that?
God.
To be honest, that was just time wise.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't have enough time for what that company needed, and I like to give like 100% to something if I can. I just realised where you got the information from.
Yeah, come on. I remember.
Got it now.
Do you remember when I said
It's not
I would never thank you. I would never put nothing out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's out there already.
Yeah,
It's out
so
there.
that was basically part time, which was fine, but it required full time, and I was okay with part time, but full time is something that I'm just not able to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not able to do that right now.
What I want to ask this question, yeah. So, in this world, a lot of things separate us from sexual preferences, food choices, our religion, our countries, our skin color. What would you say can actually bring us together? And the reason why I asked that, because earlier on when you said with the country being at war and stuff like that, and it's like you would want to sing at a place where you can bring peace. All of those things divide us easily, including more. Do you see what I mean? Like a vegan will tell you you're not meant to eat chicken. A vegetarian will argue with a vegan. You know what I mean? Like you're not meant to be. You know, live and let live.
So many
you know what I
things
mean?
that
Religion.
divide us.
The Muslims will argue with the Christians. Blacks will go and argue. Caribbeans will argue with the Africans, and Africans vice versa. The Eastern Europeans white. But what actually do you think could bring us together?
I think love's the only thing that's ever going to bring people together.
I like that.
Yeah, like love is the only thing that's ever going to bring people together.
And it's crazy because love is the first thing that always comes to my mind. Yeah. And you know the saddest thing is death that brings us together.
Yeah, 100%.
It's funerals. I ain't seen family members in years, and if someone passes and you see it, pop on it.
Yeah,
not even weddings. Not even weddings.
But I would say it is mostly funerals, definitely. But then I have seen people like weddings or baby showers. You see when everyone gets together. But it's mostly mostly funerals. Yeah.
I think funerals pull in more of a crowd than baby showers and weddings, and that's sad. That's sad as a humanity that we're reconnecting off of losing someone.
Even just like obviously. My cousin passed away quite recently.
Sorry for the condolences, because that was recent. That was like
very recently.
That was before the show.
Before the pod squad.
Yeah,
so
that was before the show.
Yeah, crazy. And I met more new family relatives, and there was a lot of them. I'm thinking, right, and it was packed. I was like, wow. It was just a bit, but it was sad. But then it's like, oh wow, there's new family relatives. But it's just like it took this for me to to meet.
And you know what's sad is all like I'm not even gonna say. Basically, when you go to something like that, you see like the little kid that was running around popping balloons to now the big kid taking balloons.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
People change.
People change. I was like, yo, you used to crush balloons. Why are you taking them now? But because it shocks you because of how many years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. 100%. And it's sad. It's sad that funerals are the things. That kind of
it's mad, you know that. I was gonna say I love your tattoos, girl.
Sorry,
I love them. I don't have not one tattoo, but I love you've got. Is that you're not an what are you? Are you an Aquarius?
No,
you're Libra.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
So that's the balance. Sorry, that's the scales.
Yeah, for me, it's just a scale.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm an Aries.
You're Aries. Oh,
okay.
You're fire sign, girl.
See that information. That information I didn't know. That information I didn't know.
I'm a Sagittarius. We fire, girl. We fire. No, I love them.
Speaking of art, you get two. I always say you get two kind of artists. You get one who holds an art exhibition, and then you get one who does street portraits. Now, the ones on the street, they get their feedback because they're painting you and drawing you in real time. The ones that have art exhibitions, some of them don't even show up, or some of them's amongst the crowd and you don't even know they're there.
I don't even know where he's going, but I'm agreeing. I'm like, I don't even know where he's going. I'm like,
no, I was gonna say, which
so true.
Out of the two, which one are you? Are you a person that wants to see what your art does to people, or are you a person that likes to put it out there and it's gonna do what it's gonna do?
God, he's always got great questions, isn't he?
My bad.
I'm just a chill, you know.
You got a topic as well?
Yeah, I've got a few. Yeah.
I gotta be on top form today. I love this question. I think at the moment, because I'm on a journey to the self right now, and I'm still trying to figure out who I am as an artist and musically. I think right now I am the street. What did you call it? The street.
The street artist, like
just because what's most important to me right now at the stage that I'm at is that I'm connecting with real humans. You know, like you see when I do an event. People who come are people that I've met at other events who heard and they came to me and they said, wow, that was amazing. And I've built connections with people off the back of that. Yeah. I have like, I may release an EP and maybe 5 people will listen to it, but I've got real people who will come for me, you know, and that's more important to me.
I was going to say, see, and I rate you that you said that because numbers can be manipulated. Yeah. And so I look at it like yesterday you said you put 26. Yeah, about 26 people. 26 people. You put 26 bums in seats. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like even not not to big myself up, but even our event that we had, the amount of people that showed up to come see.
Yeah, listen, you're Mr. Celebrity here, everyone.
No, you know,
Came here to see Creeper.
big up T showed me love. T was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And it's mad because it's like a lot of people look at these numbers, but they can be bought. They can be manipulated. I always say if Jesus Christ had an Instagram, he'll have 12 followers.
Yeah.
If Jesus had, I always say that.
That's deep, but I see where you're getting.
12 people followed him and no one's more famous than Jesus.
Yeah,
no
100%.
one. 12, at the time, only 12 people trusted in him.
Yeah.
But to this day, you can't say Michael Jackson. No one's more famous than Jesus.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Exactly.
So with T saying, I get what I'm resonating with what she's saying. Yeah. It's because that online stuff is fickle. Even when people say, oh, people hate me online. But when you walk out into the daily street, you don't see this hate. You know what I mean? If someone don't approach you with something you've thought you saw online, then it's not real.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say I'd rather have like 10 real friends than a million fake any day.
100%.
And like, as long as the love is real and it's genuine,
Yes.
then I'll prefer that.
And I've always said like, if in a crowd of 1 million people, one person comes up to me and says like anything like that what I sang made them feel A, B, or C, or that I've affected them or helped them in any way, that makes me successful. Doesn't
Big
matter
up
if
yourself.
that's what success is.
100%. Yeah.
Who cares about the money? Who cares about the
all
fame?
relevant,
If we're not changing the world, 100%. What are we doing here?
Fact. And because you're a fellow podcaster as well, and I can talk about this with you, I completely agree with you, because even I said that when I first started this. I said, as long as I'm touching someone's life in any way, then I know that I've succeeded. You know, I've done it. That
is my measure of success.
Yeah, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man.
No. Especially in this day and age where we've had that COVID stuff and we've all been thrown into our houses. We forgot how to speak to humans and have human
100%.
connections.
It was so awkward, you know, after lockdown. It was mad.
I'm looking for real human connection. That's what. That's how I measure my life.
Online shopping, online dating. It's taking away the whole social.
I was about the online dating, man. I was more
They're
cautious.
trying to tell me I could put goggles on and go to my friend's house in the virtual space. Please, I don't want to do that.
Nah. Man. We need that. We need that connection.
Yeah.
You know. You be able to hug someone in real life and be able to smile and smell them, not smell them like sniff them, but they've walked past you. You know what I mean? And you get their scent.
Catch a little whiff.
Yeah, you catch a little whiff. You think, oh, okay. You
listen. When it came to lockdown, I feel like that's one. What did you learn most about yourself during lockdown?
Oh,
that I do not have the patience to be a school teacher.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Hella shouting, what do you mean you don't know what 4 plus 4 is? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Maths was stressful. God. Math was stressful. I'm going, okay. Read the question again, okay? You know when you're being passive aggressive. If you just read it again, maybe you'll understand.
And you're thinking this is someone's child, you know?
So, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day in school, I used to think I could be a teacher. No.
No.
You got patience.
But didn't you learn from the hell you lot probably gave your teacher in class, or was you the quiet one?
Excuse me, I went to a militant school. I went to a French school here in the UK, okay, and we were governed by France, and you best believe the education was.
They weren't hitting you.
Oh, they
look smack. Oh yeah.
You know, just the table. They're not touching.
Oh, not you.
In Jamaica, so in Jamaica they do that.
One teacher used to put sellotape on your mouth, make you stand on the table in the back of the corner. Come on. Hey, listen, if you chew gum in class, you're coming in Saturday morning. You come in 3 Saturday mornings, you're suspended for a week. It was militant. You weren't allowed to yawn. I yawned once, and she told me for the day next day I had to come back with, I will not yawn in class. I will 200 lines.
200.
Oh
my kids do lines. It's effective.
Crazy.
And you talking about she chews gum before she sings as well, yeah. So you definitely would have been able to get away that in school. You definitely would have been able. They come like that woman from Matilda that put kids in a chokey.
Is it Transport?
Yeah,
Transport.
Yeah.
Now big up Matilda. I love that movie.
Yeah,
that movie is bad. Go in a chokey, like
the chokey.
Put you in a chokey.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty intense. It was not like the schools that I've seen. But I'm just.
No, yes. I've done 12 weeks in Antigua. So when I went to Antigua, my nan passed in summer school twice. The whole 6 weeks, I'm thinking, holiday? No, school. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, a summer school. And they didn't hit us because me and my brother, they were saying, we're not from the island, innit? Like, I'm Antiguan, but they were saying that they pitied us. So they was like, we're not, but I saw kids get lashed in their face with rulers.
Wow.
Yeah, I see a lot of them get duffed. Yeah, they mean
Duffed
business.
out,
Yeah,
you know.
but duffed out. They mean business. They mean business.
I'm not saying that that's okay because I'm not out here promoting hitting children.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that I do think that
Some form of
other
discipline.
in other societies, countries or cultures other than the British one, there seems to be a little bit more respect being taught in the education
100%,
system, and we don't have that here.
And discipline, definitely.
Yeah, just respect for authority, hierarchy, humans, basic decency. How are we locking teachers in classrooms? Someone.
Manners will take you places money can't. And
They're free.
Right.
Yeah, they're free. I mean,
right. We're the only species that subscribe to the structure of how we live. Like we're the only, like no other species subscribe
That is
like
fact.
money, mortgages, bills, like
and we think we're the most intelligent form. We think we're the most intelligent species.
Nah, like and even just like the mindset, we're arrogance. You know what I mean? To look at a giraffe and be like, that's a giraffe, or that's called a dog. Like the arrogance.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The arrogance to look at them and think that they're somehow below us when they can communicate silently without words.
100%.
Like they can communicate with senses, and we literally think that they're below us.
Bees, flies, birds. Yes. We had to create a plane. They can just put themselves in the sky. Do you know what I mean? We need scuba diving gear to swim. Ask Michael Phelps to outswim a shark. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Like they're more advanced.
Everything has its purpose, isn't it?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what? One thing would you reckon you're gonna have trouble going forward with the name Tamara Jade? With I was gonna say
another one.
Yo, I thought there was some. I know, and the thing is, I thought there was, like, you hear a kid's name, and you're like, oh, what's the meaning? Then the parent tells you. I thought there must have been a deeper meaning because I've seen yourself, an American one. There's a Tamara Jade __. I'm not trying to give these up promotion because it's like this
third one.
She's like, what?
I don't know about her.
Yeah, I know, and I thought. Then I remember asking if it was your real name. And it's not, right?
It's not, no.
No, you don't have to say your real name, but what drew you to that name? Because to put those two names together, where did that come from?
Do you know what? Actually, well, I say my brother, but we're not related. But as far as I'm concerned, it's my brother. My brother
100%.
Has had this thing stuck in my head for years that you should have two names, right? And I've always countered with, what about Adele? And he's always countered with, you're not Adele, which is fair enough. And I'm thinking, I might drop the Jade later, like Kanye did. I'm not saying I'm him either. I'm just saying. We're just talking here. But what I'm saying is, yes, I decided that I wanted a second name. I took him on board, so I knew I wanted to be Tamara something.
Okay.
And then I thought, I don't want to be my original name because I didn't like how it rolled off the tongue. It just didn't sound cool. I was like, I want to be Tamara something, not Tamara something because my surname's Harris. And I thought, I want a one syllable. And then I played around with loads of things, but Jade kind of got my attention just because of the symbolism of the actual jade stone and the colour and what it stands for, and the fact that green is one of my colours because my eyes are green. And then from like a branding perspective, I figured that it kind of just was very on brand. All my branding is green, so that's kind of why I picked it. And then I did know that there was another one, and I'm just a bit of a brat sometimes because I thought to myself, I don't care. I'm still doing my own thing.
And I'll be honest.
When it comes to names, we've got to protect the names, man.
The name stays home.
Trust me.
The name stays home.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Speaking of you saying it well, like your blood, bro. I learned this the hard way. Like they say, blood's thicker than water, but when blood falls out, we need water to clean it. Yeah. Just remember that.
Yeah.
That's
blood,
deep.
They say
isn't it?
blood. They say
You're
blood's
getting
thick.
deep.
No, but it's
Yeah.
true. They say with blood's
true.
thicker than water. When blood falls out, you need water to clean it.
It's
So
true.
sometimes we got to select certain people
Yeah.
because we didn't choose our siblings.
Yeah.
That's the
We
way
didn't
that
choose our
I've always seen it is the word family wasn't a choice for me.
100%.
I mean, depending on your belief system, because obviously some people believe that you chose your family,
Some
which I
people from
kind of
heaven
do
that
believe as well.
Exactly.
You're in heaven. You picked your
Yes.
parents. Some people
Yeah,
believe that.
but in this
ideology,
relative world
Yeah.
that we're existing in right now, you didn't choose family, and for me, the word family, it means something. It's not
Yes.
it's not about a relation that I didn't choose. My family is like, you know, this means something to me. So for me, I've got family that I've chosen and selected. I suppose the same way if you met someone and you had a partner and you chose to marry them or whatever, they become your family. Again, you've chosen them. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I see that. I don't see why I can't choose a sibling.
No, you can. You can.
of course you can.
You know
Yes.
why? 'Cause
You can, in
I
fact.
think people sleep on titles, and it's like someone's your friend because you gave them that title. You're not just gonna walk up to a stranger and be like, "You're my friend." No, they had to work for that title.
It's you got to earn. It's just like
Right.
you got to earn.
So with your family, just because they're in that position, and my grand before she passed away, she told me because they're in that position, they're their real name before they earn that title. So I mean, my mum's my mum, but she's her real name and she don't earn that title. Same as my dad. I don't call him dad. I just go to his real name because he's not done anything to earn being my dad.
Right.
So I get what T's saying. So you've got it's titles. It is titles. If I walk in, I'm not gonna walk into McDonald's and expect to see a doctor. That title don't.
Yeah,
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It says titles. So I know exactly what she's talking about. You can take a guy that you're close and be like, that's my bro.
100%.
That's my bro.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you've got someone in this world who you know that will ride hard for you, and they're not your blood, and I've got like an army of like ones that I've grown up, and they're still
Spartan 300.
They're still big up yourself, squad. And they've been in my life like that. They're godparents to all my kids. Like they've ridden me from literally everything I've gone through, literally everything. Like, and that's very rare. So I just thank God for all of them, man. Trust me. We've grown up together.
You do have a sister though, right?
I do have a sister.
Has she made you an auntie?
I am an auntie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got two, a niece and a nephew and a niece.
What? So she's got the same as you, but
Yes.
is the age similar?
Not at all. My kids are 15 and 12,
And then
and hers are.
it don't matter if you know. You know why? You know why? The amount of kids my siblings have got, and I'm like, yeah, mum, what's their name again?
I got this. We're going back to algebra. Hold
Oh yeah,
on.
all right.
2019. Okay, so he must be 5. He was born in 2019. He was born. My nephew was born the year of my mum's death.
Ain't that during COVID?
2000.
Oh,
COVID was
2000.
2000 and
My mum died in 2019.
Yeah.
COVID-19. Yeah, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Sorry, T, man.
Feel more sorry for my sister because I think that they were a bit closer than my mum and I were, and my mum got to see and spend time with my kids, and obviously my sister's kids were born. My sister's son was born 2 months after my mum died, and that was her first one. So I think it's quite sad, really. But yes, I've got a niece and a nephew.
Have you done a song for mum? Or is that?
I haven't. I haven't.
Is it something that you would do?
You know why I asked? Because I've never done a song for my mum. I've done a song for every other subject matter, every other concept, and that's something I'm scared to like touch. So I wanted to know if
I feel like it's something that I think that I'll naturally end up doing just because there's a lot of emotion there, and I'm a very emotional sort of person. It hasn't come out during a session for me to start on that feeling, if that makes sense. But I'm actually kind of glad because my feelings from 2019 to now have really, really changed. And back when she died in 2019, for example, there was a lot of guilt, there was a lot of remorse and all of that stuff. Over the years, it's changed where, like I said, I've now realised that everything that she did, even though I may not have enjoyed loads of things, she did really, really well. I feel differently about her. And I'm realising now more than anything that she plays as much of a role in my music as my dad did, and I only just discovered that. So I feel like there's so much emotion for me to keep tapping into before I get to the point where I'm like, I can sing about you, because right now I don't know what I'd say.
I have a question. Okay, so but it's so you see in terms of like you like obviously writing the song, is it something that you reckon that you would do eventually, or do you reckon it is because of the pain of everything that's holding you back?
It's definitely not the pain, because I thrive on pain.
Okay.
As weird as that sounds.
No.
I've written some of my best music at my most painful moments. some of the stuff that's not even out yet is part of that. Actually, I'm working on a project at the moment to raise awareness for mental health, just because of some of the things that I've been through recently, that where my mental health has been affected, and I would like us to talk about stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Let's normalize it, because people go through things, and that's okay.
And it's swept under the carpet a lot, darling. Yeah,
especially in men. You
And,
know?
that's why I think my mental
100%.
health.
Yeah, that was big.
That's the most.
Yeah,
That's the most feedback I've got in my life.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and I don't like. It's gonna sound weird. I don't like the concept of death. I feel like I'll ever come up with that concept. I'm not really a fan of it. I feel like it's gonna sound very selfish of me to say. I don't like the fact that we meet people, we get to know them, and then one by one everyone slowly departs. Like at some point, you know, where's my my cousin, you know what I mean? And I feel like 2050 should be told like the world's ending, and that's it. We all live
You want
up
everyone to go at the same time.
100%. 100%.
Listen here.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. Just because you don't like them, don't be trying to kill me.
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
no,
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 maybe
no,
trying to live at
I say,
Kill your
2070 or something. But I
wanna be old.
I don't like the concept
Getting
of that.
attached to people
100%.
and then
I don't like that feat because it's deep. When you really deep that concept, you know what I mean? You get to know someone, you've been around them, and then of course you feel them spiritually. Like I'm sure there's certain things you can revert back to, pictures and you know, certain voice notes and stuff like that. And even like you doing this pod, it's important because not wishing death on you. We wish you more life all day.
Thank goodness.
Amen.
Yeah.
Come on,
No,
more life, man.
but there's always things that people can revert back to.
Yeah.
There's a piece of you left in the universe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? We experience people once.
100%.
That's the saying. We experience people once. So that's why we have to
100%.
treasure anyone that our paths cross.
Yeah.
Even people that we don't probably talk to, whatever, they were there for their purpose. They served their purpose. And then those that we loved who departed, then obviously we feel that pain. We miss them, but we have to keep their legacy and their memory alive. You know? And I feel like me losing my cousin, that made me feel like raw, like we just didn't have enough time to spend. Like, and I was feeling guilty at that. You feel that guilt because like, oh my God, I should have done this. But what kind of kept me going was that he was watching all of what I'm doing. So he could see I was trying to do what I'm doing. Like Tan, you know, and even on his, you know, in his deathbed, he was just like, you know, just keep doing it. And that just touched me, literally. So, you know, I see it as they're always looking down on us. And then people say, oh, you know, no, I mean that they are here. Yeah. They are around us, you know?
We're just, we're just borrowing the body. Exactly. Like I always say, God creates the spirit and women push out the flesh. We are just housing this body. You know what I mean? We're just housing it.
But I've got a really strange, I've had a really strange journey with death, and it doesn't bother me anymore. Like growing up, I was scared of death. Like it's like you know when you have so much fear that you can actually feel. That's what used to happen to me. Anytime somebody spoke about death, I couldn't breathe properly. I would panic. I was so scared. All I kept thinking was one day I'm gonna wake up and there'll just be nothing. And what was the point of my life? And I had all these. I had a really And then my mum was the first person I ever lost. So I've had yes, it's the first funeral I've ever been to. It's the first person I've ever lost. So obviously it was quite strange for me to go from that to that, but it kind of grounded me a little bit, and I've got a very different view on death. I'm actually okay with it. I feel quite at peace with the thought of it.
Do you know what it is?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I hope you can forgive me for this comment because I don't mean it in a malicious way. It's just like it's deep because it's like mum's the first person you saw when you was born, and she's the first person that you saw off.
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah. Sorry that you went for.
You know this ain't just an interview. You know you got my number at any point after the fact. You know.
Yeah, and me, you have mine as well.
Come on, man.
You know, I was gonna say about death. I feel like what is the not knowing, like going through life now and people not knowing. That's why I feel like people are scared because they don't know what's gonna happen. Is it gonna just be pitch, darkness? Is it gonna be everyone's gonna wake up in a fire?
100%.
Like you say, it's the not knowing that makes people scared. It's not her. It's how it's gonna happen.
No one's with. Sorry, T. That's your interview. It's not in.
Sorry.
Go on, T.
We were talking.
Go on. It's your interview, though. Go on.
I was gonna say. I think that when I decided what I believed, that's when I had peace of mind. There's a real power in faith. Yes, there's a huge power in faith. As soon as I had something that I believed in without question of a doubt, because that's what faith is, right? Faith is the belief in something that you cannot see. And it's only when I got that I stopped being scared.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So piggybacking off what you were saying as well. So for me, I feel like everyone's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's the only guaranteed
That's one thing that's
that's the only guaranteed thing.
I always say no one deserves to be killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. I look at someone's passing as their circumstance.
Yeah.
So someone that's suffering, I'd rather them go than be here suffering. You know, like someone's like passing with cancer, whether it's HIV, AIDS, whatever. I'd rather them just because the pain stops. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I see certain people and I'm like, I get it. They gotta go. Their life probably be better on that side than it is currently now.
Yeah. But then at the same time, what did you say just at the beginning?
I said everyone's gonna die and no one deserves to be killed. Except paedophiles. We're gonna put that out there. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like, no, I got no regard for those people.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you said nobody died. You said everybody dies.
Yeah.
So strangely enough, I believe
what's
that
your concept? Because I know it was crazy. That went over our head when she said when I accepted my concept of death.
Yes.
Please elaborate.
Yeah,
on that.
go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead,
No,
girl.
please.
So I believe that we're all made up of energy. And as a known fact, energy can't die. It can change form,
Never.
but it can't
It
cease
can't
to
die.
exist.
Never.
It needs
So
to
it will
be
merge into the rest of all the other energy fields around us, which is probably what you're describing when you say they're still around us, they're still here. We're surrounded by energy. You can't stop existing. So you will never die. Then you become then it becomes a consciousness topic, a debate. Whereas, for example, we're agreeing that we're all a shell. Yeah, and they're saying
100%.
once you let go of this shell, because the shell can die, then where the energy is released, right? Exactly. So the soul is our energy, and I personally don't believe that your soul will let go of your vessel until it's ready. Therefore, there's no reason to ever be sad about death. Okay,
you know what?
Because that soul was ready to go.
Do you know
and
why?
It's still here.
It's still, and you know why energy's real? Because if me and Tamara's bad mind in Tan, and you're not in the room, and then you walk in the room, and we try to change the subject, you're gonna feel that's how energy feels.
Or even like when they say you could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah,
you can
saying,
you can feel it. You
You can
just walk in and just like
Yes, that's why I'm saying the animals are smarter, because we're using this too much.
they know a lot.
100%.
They know how to keep.
The way
you know
my dog looks at me like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And that head thing.
And it's crazy because like we're living in realms and dimensions. You know what I mean? So humans, we're in the 3rd and 4th dimension. Ghosts, they're in the 5th dimension. Aliens, no, ghosts are in like the 5th dimension. Aliens are like in the 7th and 8th dimension. So a ghost, human, alien could all coexist in the same room right now and not see each other because of dimension
But
and
remember,
realms.
that's why animals are naturally very spiritual.
Because they can pick up on all of that.
They can pick up on
all
everything.
dimensions.
Yeah, they
can pick up on all dimensions.
telling you
That's what
they're
saying.
smarter than us.
We're just stuck in this. If you
Great
Google
Planet of the
it,
Apes,
we are
the
stuck in
movies are
3
not
and
wrong.
4th dimension.
Aliens, all of that. I believe in all of that. You know, I do.
100%.
I do.
We can't be the only thing that exists.
Nah, it's impossible. It's impossible.
How arrogant of us
I know,
to think that we're the only things that can
That's what
exist in the whole existence.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
The
Nah,
arrogance
there's
to
much more.
be naming things. That's called this and that's called that and that. That's crazy when you really deep those kind of things.
We could talk about this for hours, mate. We're gonna need a part 2.
Who told us this was a plant? You know what I mean? It's just arrogance. It is arrogance. This is a microphone.
This has been an amazing interview. I've loved it.
God, we got some treats.
Thank you so much for coming. We're gonna wrap this up now, but before you go, concrete.
Go on. Tan likes to give away her goodies and her treats and her
I just
sponsor.
like to, yes, that's what we do.
So this is for you.
Thank
Tan's
you.
sponsoring that.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to take them out and show everyone.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just
We've
feedback.
got some squashies.
We're not sponsored by that, by the way.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by squashies. No, it's all right. It's all right.
We're still allowed to market.
We're still not. Hey, squashies, take notes. You better take notes.
Sponsor me, mate.
I love it.
You want to give us
Smell it. That's one of my favourite.
With the smell, we're talking about smells.
And that's Melt Me. That's my sponsor, Melt Me. So big up.
Lemon curd.
A lemon curd.
Do you know there's different? That's probably the other one that I've got. I've got the it's exactly like that, but I've got the vanilla one.
Okay.
Oh,
smells
look
like
at my
the vanilla.
lemon curd, you know.
Yeah. Do you like? Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. I see. I got that's like a
Did you
sherbet.
have that one?
That's like a sherbety one.
You have?
Yeah, like a sherbet lemon.
You have the vanilla one.
I got the
Yeah,
other
like me.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care what you guys have as long as I have my lemon.
Yeah.
don't care what you guys have.
You got to light it up. You got to light it up.
very
Yeah.
much.
Oh, but thank you so much for coming. We're wrapping up. It's been an amazing episode. I want to big up.
Yo,
Come on,
I'm
Mr.
trying,
Creeper
I'm
Crisis
trying.
again. My guest
third
co-host.
co-host.
He's amazing.
I'm
He's
trying,
amazing.
man.
Everyone, big up yourself.
Big up
Go follow
Tamara, man,
him.
for coming through.
Big up Tamara. Can you please plug your pages?
Yes. So I'm on all social media platforms at It's Tamara Jade. So at ITSTAMARAJADE.
Okay. And
Creeper Crisis, literally.
okay, and I'm Glamz with a Z _Tan and at the Talk Rail podcast, all one word, on Instagram. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Bye.
Peace.
I have a question.
Okay,
so but it's you see in terms of like you obviously writing the song, is it something that you reckon that you would do eventually, or do you reckon it is because of the pain of everything that's holding you back?